we're up in front of people and we're speaking and we're presenting, it's really important that we believe in what we are speaking about. Because if we don't believe it, then our audience isn't going to believe it. There's a guitar player by the name of Steve Vai. Virtuoso, amazing guy, big hands, plays great. I remember reading an article when I was a kid, and he said, when you hit a high note, make a face with that high note. When you hit a low note, make a face with a low note. And what he was saying is that the audience will react to your face as well as to the music, so that you show that you have an emotional feeling about that note, about that song. It's the same thing when we're up in front of people. Whether you're pitching an agency, whether you're pitching a new idea internally, whether you're selling your services, you're really selling an idea to the audience. And you've got to feel something deep inside of you. And I know it's hard sometimes to say, I don't really feel anything about these numbers and these charts. Or, I like our products, but the bottom line is if you don't believe in it, they're not going to believe it either. So here's an example of somebody giving a little bit of a presentation who clearly has no feeling for it. All right, so now we're moving to slide 42 in your deck that I gave you. This is slide 42, and it's called Our Forecast. And what we're looking at is the last 5 years of the company. What slide are we on? 42. And this is year one. Not a very good year. Year 5, last year, look at that. That was a good year. So year 6, which isn't here, which we want to get to, we want year 6 to look even better than this, or kind of like this. We don't want it to look like this. We want it to look like this. And so that's a good thing, right? That's what we're shooting for. What happened between year 4 and year 5? Oh, well, the difference between year 4 and year 5, that we did more social media. So we got more people to our website, which more people to our website means more money. Oh, wow. That guy was boring. Good looking, but boring. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to start to get in touch with how you feel when you're speaking. And I have an exercise for you. I want you to go out and find somebody in your office, a friend, a family member, and I want you to tell them a story. And I want you to pay attention to 2 things when you tell that story. 1, how are you feeling when you tell that story? If it's a happy story, do you feel happy? If it's a sad story, do you feel sad? And more importantly, how do they feel? Watch them. See their reaction. Are they laughing? Are they crying? Are they saying, oh, or oh my goodness? Because if you start to feel it and emote with that feeling about that story, they're going to feel it too. So I'll give you an example. The very first time I saw Van Halen, favorite band in the world, I was 13 years old, and it was awesome. I was just bar mitzvahed. And they say when you're bar mitzvahed, you become a man. I didn't become a man that day. I became a man that night. Why? Because I saw Van Halen with David Lee Roth in a huge, spectacular, enormous stage, and it was mind-blowing experience. I'd never seen or heard anything that loud, and I had goosebumps, and I was feeling like I was walking on air. It was unbelievable, and it was that moment that I realized, wow, I want to do that. I want to be on stage. I want to be a rock star. So that's kind of the idea. And as you could see, when I was telling that story, I was getting animated, I was excited, I was remembering details. And the more we practice that, the more we kind of get in touch with how we feel when we're storytelling, the more we can translate that when we're speaking in front of a group and we're trying to sell an idea and we're doing a pitch. Because you have to remember, a presentation, it's not a meeting. A presentation is a performance.